Welcome back. This is Bronze League Gaming bringing you another Starcraft 2 replay. This is the championship match of the 2BH in-house tournament, and the match is in between FlasH and his opponent, DMAN. Both are playing Terran. We have the blue Terran FlasH in the top right corner of Xel'Naga Caverns, and DMAN playing the green Terran in the bottom left. Alright, and both players start off, pretty standard SCV production. Not a lot of variance at this point in the game. The only thing you can do is kind of all in, and even Terrans want to wait till they can get orbital commands and call it on mules before they do that. And we see DMAN going with the classic supply depot in the mineral line there. He has stuck with this kind of build through all the games we've casted of him, and I don't know how helpful it is, but it's helpful enough to get him to the finals, so it must be doing something. And there he goes, he just drops that, and it no longer becomes a nuisance, and he doesn't have to spend all that time getting to the front of his base to wall off with that supply depot. So I guess it is a bit of a time saver. We do see FlasH building his supply depot on the edge of the Vespene Geyser here, as well as the barracks coming down. Let me go ahead and bring up that production tab. There is the refinery just starting for FlasH now, whereas the refinery for DMAN has just finished. We do see that scout starting to finally move out. The barracks is ahead for FlasH though. Not by much, but maybe just enough to indicate that DMAN may be going after some Hellion play. Or factory spec at least. Do see both SCVs starting to reach each other's base. FlasH will see his opponent before vice versa, and we do have the orbital command coming down for FlasH here, sorry, and no orbital command for DMAN. There goes another factory, so we are going to see some quick factory play. That first Marine is queued up against that, there we go, drops the queue. And that Marine on FlasH's side is going to chase out that SCV. Hopefully he doesn't lose that because he is carrying some money there. You see that second refinery kind of creating a wall off at the back to keep units from running in and just really disrupting the mineral line there. The SCV is on his way home, and the other one is going to go ahead and grab the Xel'Naga tower for a little bit of scouting. This first Marine is doing a little bit of spotting inside of his own base, checking for proxies and whatnot. Do see a small contingent moving out from FlasH, maybe a bunker rush or something else, early expansion, hidden expansion, proxy, too early to tell. This SCV is not going to be able to see it, but he's going to be able to tell that something is up because there's going to be nothing here in the base. And he does suicide that Marine, or SCV, does lose those minerals that it was having, not a real big loss though. Are seeing quite a push here. This has got to be some very early bunker play, but we do have that first Hellion coming on the way out pretty quickly actually, and that is causing a sign of concern here. And the Hellion pops, so this is going to get pushed back actually very quickly. With that Hellion in there, he's going to be able to roast everything that FlasH is able to throw at him at this point, and FlasH is going to have to make a tech switch pretty quickly here. See his own Hellion starting to move out. FlasH has gone for the 1-1-1 as we see here, so hopefully he can pump out some Banshees or at least a medevac or something. DMAN is going for that blue flame very quickly, hopefully to create some early game pressure before his opponent can counteract this build, but he had better act fast. Both players do have a handful of Hellions as well as a handful of Marines. Since FlasH lost that beginning, though, he is slightly behind. He did lose several SCVs in that encounter as well. Both factories are pumping away at 3 SCVs apiece for both players. And we do see DMAN moving out with a Viking. Kind of interested to see as to why he wants to move out with a Viking at this point. There is no factory, so there's no... there's the starport. Sorry, I meant starport there. But that Viking's going to be out a lot earlier than really needs to be. I would have actually maybe gone for a tech lab on that. But hey, I am not in the final of this tournament. Look at all those supply depots bracing the back of that mineral line. He is really afraid of a drop in the back there. We do see a handful of 4 Hellions moving out here. That SCV poor little guy just got fried on the spot. Do have a Banshee moving out. Finally did see a tech switch after that Viking, and Cloak is being researched. He does have to keep that Viking in the back though, or he will reveal as to what kind of tech he is gearing up towards. And DMAN, as if sensing something is amiss, blindly gets a Raven out of his own starport with the tech lab. Pretty costly tech choice, to be honest with you. With these Hellions in the base, all 6 Hellions though, this is going to be very detrimental to FlasH's ability to mine and continue in this game. He's got to be able to finish these off quick, and sacrificing all those SCVs at those Hellions is not the right thing to do. He is losing everything very quickly, losing all capabilities to mine. And I think that pretty much sunk him. He has no viable way of coming back at this point without dealing a huge economic blow himself. And that Cloak research is only a third of the way, 3/4 of the way done. And as we see, FlasH call the GG and leaves the game. Thanks for tuning in. We do see the scan here. So he was aware that the Raven had popped, so he knew that his tech choice had been nullified, so he had no viable counter at that point. Sorry about that, man. That early push was detrimental, but all those Hellions are what really damaged your econ there. No early game defense, really. Anyways, good game, gentlemen. Hopefully we can see you all in Game 2 here, which my co-host will cast. Thank you very much for joining us. This is Phobos of BronzeLeagueGaming, signing out.